Hi everybody, this is the second video for July Movie Rabbit. I watched Cyberbully Words Can Hurt. This is a ABC Family movie. This was, please tell me, 2012, this was made in 2012. When Taylor Hildridge, a pretty yet awkward teenage girl, gets a computer for her birthday, she cannot wait to explore the social freedom at her fingertips, but neither she nor her mom could have ever predicted the toll that freedom would take on her and her family. Taylor soon finds herself the victim of betrayal and bullying on a social website and becomes afraid to face her peers at school, even her best friend Samantha. Only after reaching an extreme breaking point does Taylor find a common bond with other teens who have shared her experience. Together with her mom, Chris, they will stop at nothing to prevent others from going through the same harrowing ordeal. The only reason I smiled is because every time I hear my name in a way, I tend to actually laugh. Then I did watch Stonehenge Apocalypse. The countdown has begun. This was made, I think, 2010. The discovery of an an Egyptian chamber suddenly triggers a deadly electromagnetic current at Stonehenge. Something within the stones had come alive. An ancient prophecy has been revealed, and a series of terrifying global catastrophes is about to be unleashed. Now a team of international scientists, a UK commando unit, and a conspiracy-obsessed American radio host must find a way to stop the cataclysmic power before it can be reborn to destroy us all. Misha Collins plays in this. That's the only reason I bought it. Misha Collins is also one of my favorite actors. He plays in Supernatural. I think he started in Supernatural in season 4, and then, since season 4. Which now it's like season 10, so 11. I think 11's coming up. Yeah, it only has Stonehenge Apocalypse behind the scenes in a trailer. Special features. Then I did watch Teen Witch Fall Under Her Spell. This was made in 1989. Romance is the most powerful spell of all. Or so one teenager learns in this fun teen fantasy starring Robin Lively, Zelda Rubinstein, Dan Gother, and Dick Sargent. Filled with sweet-natured comedy and supernatural appeal, Teen Witch will work its magic on you. Louise is a shy misfit with a huge crush on and no chance of dating Brad, the hunky star of the high school football team. And when Louise, I'm sorry, I keep trying to say Louis or something. Louise discovers on her 16th birthday that she's descended from Salem witches. She uses her newfound powers to become the most popular girl on campus. But when sparks fly between her and Brad, how can she be sure it's true love and that he's not simply spellbound? To her, trouble comes supernatural. Has no special features that I know of. Then I watched The Day After Tomorrow. Almost everybody knows what this is about. I'm trying to find it. It's like totally black back here. 2004, that's when it was made. In this pulse-pounding action thriller, global warming triggers the onset of a new ice age. As tornadoes flatten Los Angeles and a tidal wave engulfs New York City, the entire northern hemisphere begins to freeze solid. Now, climatologist Jack Hall, his son Sam, and a small band of survivors must ride out the growing superstorm and stay alive. Commentary, auto-anonymity, an active sound demo, deleted scenes, and a DVD-ROM thing, making of. You have to watch it on a computer. So, by the way, that's how I'm actually watching my DVDs now. My VCR still semi-works, but it's not working right. That's the only reason my DVD player isn't working. When my VCR comes on, it's supposed to be like blue. It'll stay blue for like a second, then totally go off and go back to my cable. And that's the reason my DVD player won't work, because the VCR kind of won't stay on. It's weird. Orca, killer whale, made in 1977. Sleek, intelligent, beautiful, and bent on revenge. Dino De Laurentiis and director Michael Anderson joined forces to present the rousing action-adventure tale of Orca, the killer whale. It's the story of one powerful being against another, a strong, determined fisherman versus an equally determined killer whale. When the giant whale's pregnant mate is maimed and killed by Harris, the whale seeks vengeance, smashing boats, attacking a seacoast village, and eventually luring his human adversaries to a final confrontation on the marine creature's own Arctic turf. Charlotte Rampling, Will Sampson, and Bo Derek also star in the seafaring epic brimming with nail-biting suspense and spectacular special effects. Oh wait. Yeah, no special features that I know of again. Oh wait, no. Wait. Special features. Yeah, there's nothing. It says special features and it has like something about this, how wide the screen and stuff is. It's weird. Did watch Gordy. The Talking Pig who made it big. This was made, I'm hoping it'll tell me, 2011. Which I actually thought this was made a lot longer ago. Because I did, when I looked for this, I actually thought, because I've forgotten what the title of Babe was, you know. And I went, oh well, I like Babe. I'm going to look up other pig type movies, and this was it. Follow the hilarious antics of the world's cutest talking pig, Gordy, in the film that has audience squealing with delight. When Gordy family is trucked up north to a place from which no pig has ever returned, Gordy faithfully sets off to find them. Along the way, he saves the life of a little boy and becomes the nation's most famous hero, leading him one hoof step closer to reuniting with his family. Through the comically encounters and heartwarming moments, Gordy shows everyone the importance of family and friends. No special features. Then I watched 15 and Pregnant. The only way I got this was because my sister got it for me on the internet. Inspired by a true story. You know, I found on the internet once the behind, like, true story on this. Like, one of the girls that acted in this actually is the one this is based off of. I cannot remember if it's the one with the one that she becomes friends with that's also pregnant. She has her baby super early, or it's the one that's when they go to class and she's talking about becoming a teen mom. I don't know. This was made in 2001. Eve and Cal Spangler are a family divided. A recent separation has their children bouncing from one house to another. When their oldest daughter Tina moves back with her mother, Evie? I don't know, they actually call her like two different things in there, so Evie. I'm just gonna call her Evie. Her mother feels she can finally concentrate on revealing her family, but Tina didn't move back alone. She has a secret that will tear her family apart. Before Tina will get her driver's license, graduate from junior high, or go to the prom, she will have a baby. Pregnant at 15, Tina is forced to deal with the fact that none of her friends or Ray, the father of the child, wants anything to do with her. With no strong relationships at school and a tentative relationship with her family, Tina decides she's in this alone. Biography, scene access, filmography, interactive menus, awards, and trailer. Keeps getting like tangled up in my arm. Okay. The Fog. Watch that. 1979. When the fog rolls in, the terror begins. The moody, crispy, chilling horror classic from Master of Terror John Carpenter and co-writer Deborah Hill stars Adrienne Bow, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh. Get lost in the fog, it will frighten the daylights out of you. The sleepy seaside village of Antonia Bay is about to learn the true meaning of the word vengeance. For the seemingly perfect town mask a guilty secret, a past steeped in greed and murder. Exactly 100 years, a ship was horribly wrecked under mysterious circumstances. I got like a bad tongue twister today. I don't know what it is. Not be because I gotta be honest here. Please don't judge me or whatever, but, and I know probably most of you won't, but I suffer from insomnia. So I don't really, sometimes I don't sleep at all, which is like the bad times. And then sometimes it's hard for me to like fall asleep too. And yes, I did get help and everything, and they mostly told me like it was deal with stress and everything. So I did get like medicine stuff for it. But sometimes the medicine doesn't work, so I have to kind of think, like do other things to make myself fall asleep. So I am kind of tired. The reason I'm mumbling and everything. The sleepy seaside village of Antonia Bay is about to learn the true meaning of the word vengeance. For the seemingly perfect town masks a guilty secret, a past steeped in greed and murder. Exactly 100 years ago, a ship was horribly wrecked under mysterious circumstances in a thick, eerie fog. Now shrouded in darkness, the long-dead mariners have returned from the watery grave to exact bloody revenge. Can this waking nightmare be stopped, or will the fog keep rolling in to kill and kill again? I'm trying to remember if this thing came with any special features or not, the one I'm holding. I don't think it did. Overboard. I gotta be honest, I only like Goldie Hawn in a few of her movies. This one and Bird on a Wire are my favorites of hers, and I think I got her in something else, but I'm not 100% sure. This was made in 1987. It's the craziest mixed-up ever. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell dazzled the screen in this buoyant screwball comedy of memory making and memory faking. One of the Hollywood's most dynamic screen pairs, Hawn and Russell make the most of every hilarious situation in this delightful riches-to-rags romance that's perfect entertainment for anyone who appreciates a great practical joke. Hawn is Joanna Staten, the pampered wife of a pretentious yacht-owning socialite. When their boats get stuck for repairs, Joanna employs carpenter Dean Prophet to improve her closet space. But when Dean asks to be paid, he is blatantly turned down by the nothing is ever good enough for me, Joanna. So when Joanna falls overboard and gets a bad case of amnesia, Dean takes advantage of the situation and, in a stroke of retributive genius, tells her that she's his wife and the mother of his 4 unruly children. I did get some sleep, but I didn't get enough. That's the problem right now. But I'll be okay. I can get through this, no problem. This is the other Bring It On. Bring It On, In It to Win It. This was made in 2007. High flying fun, hot music, and no-hold-barred competition go to new heights in this all-new comedy. The feisty East Coast Jets have ruled the cheer camp championships with spunk and attitude for the past few years. Now the spirited West Coast Sharks think they have the right moves and grooves to be crowned top squad. But when sheer catastrophe strikes and their dreams of taking home the top prize are in jeopardy, the leaders of both squads realize they'll have to work together and bring it on like never before. Yeah, they call themselves the Shets. Mixture of sharks and jets. Doug, you're gonna talk. You're gonna be on camera. You got something to ask? He doesn't want to be on camera. Ha 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 ha. Deleted scenes, light camera, bring it behind the scenes. The rumbling with Tony G. Get in on the action as Tony G leads the Cat East Coast and West Coast team in a showdown. Cheer off, learn how to cheer with Tony G, and more. And I watched The Island. I think he's afraid to come in here. He knows I'm going to post these on YouTube. He's going to be on it. I don't know whether he's there or not. This was made in 2005. Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson lead an all-star cast as residents of an isolated high-tech compound, but when they discover they're actually clones and worth more dead than alive, they stage a daring escape, battling an unfamiliar environment and an armed team of mercenaries in hot pursuit. They'll risk their lives and freedoms to save those they left behind and reveal the truth about the island. Behind the scenes, it's like everything and making it and everything. Commentary too. I'm just wondering if he's there or not. The Frighteners get me like a little an edge. This was made in 1996. It's so tiny. 1996. Okay, I'm not gonna mention all this because this is like Peter Jackson's director cut. This is like and I didn't even get a chance to watch all the special features. That's because the special features by themselves are 3 hours long. 3 hours. I didn't know that until I pushed play on some special feature and when I saw how long it was. Michael J. Fox stars as Frank Bannister, a small-town ghostbuster in league with the very spirits he is supposed to be exorcising. The scam works well until a powerful spirit goes on a murderous rampage, forcing Frank to find a way to stop the diabolical ghoul in this special effects-packed supernatural chiller that's so fiendishly entertaining, it's frightening. Oh, I'm taking it back. It's not 3 hours, it's 4. And wait, here else. I can't do it that way. Then I watched Trick or Treat. This was made in 2007. A creepy, darkly comic. I love this movie though. A creepily, darkly comic celebration of the scariest night of the year from producer Bryan Singer and writer-director Michael Daughtry. Trick or Treat takes the creepshow Tales from the Crypt approach to nefarious new depths with 4 interwoven tales set on Halloween night. A high school principal moonlights as a vicious serial killer. The quest of a young virgin for that special someone takes a gruesome turn. A group of teens carries out a cruel prank with disastrous consequences, and a cankerous old man battles a mischievous trick-or-treating demon. Trick or Treat Season's Greetings. It's a cartoon. It's mostly commentary, but cartoon on Sam. At least they were calling him that. Sam. I think they were trying to get like Sam hanging. thinking. That's it, though. And then I watched, oh, this is funny. I love this movie. I don't really like part 2 so much, but I like part 1 a little better. I like part 2, but not much. Sister Act. This was made, I'm hoping it'll tell me. I bet you're just using another one that won't. Nope, this one doesn't tell me. Sorry. Believe all the fun, laughter, irresistible music of Sister Act, the inspired comedy hit that packed pews everywhere. Whoopi Goldberg stars as a sassy, low-rent lounge singer forced to hide out from the mob in the last place anyone would ever look for her, a convent. While she's there, her irreverent behavior attracts a flock of faithful followers and turns an tone-deaf choir into a soulful chorus of swinging, singing sisters. But when the group earns rave reviews, her sudden celebrity jeopardizes her hidden identity. Harvey Keitel and Kathy Najimy joins a heavily cast in this habit-forming comedy bursting with 60s Motown hits. Featurette and side subtract, music videos. If my sister's in trouble, I will follow him. Trailer. That's it. Okay, now I'm on to the cartoons and the movies I borrowed. Oh, and the VHSs I've watched. People are probably going to get mad. I did not like Hatchet 3 at all. Yes, I watched it. I do not have it to show you. That is because I traded my sister, Crystal, for one of her movies so I can give her, like, I traded my Hatchet 3 with one of her VHSs that I'll show you later. Cartoons I watched is Sponge for Hire. This was made in 2004. Krusty Krab training video, the must-see video for every newly hired Krusty Krab employee. Can you spare a dime? Squidward takes advantage of SpongeBob's hospitality. Missing identity. Help, SpongeBob has lost his name tag. Krabby Land. Mr. Krabs opens a makeshift playground to lure children and their money to the Krusty Krab. Wet Painters. SpongeBob and Patrick get permanent paint on Mr. Krabs' first dollar. New student Starfish. SpongeBob makes the mistake of bringing Patrick to boating class. Midlife Crustacean. Mr. Krabs joins SpongeBob and Patrick on an exciting boys' night out. The camping episode on a camping trip with SpongeBob and Patrick. Squidward gets attacked by a sea bear. Special features: Nick Recipe, ROM featurette. Storyboards, Missing Identity, Krabby Land, Wet Painters, New Student Starfish, full screen format, and just like subtitles and stuff. And I watched Chill Out Scooby-Doo. I don't think it's going to tell me when it's made either. That is weird. I'm assuming this was made in like 2000, maybe. Take this out. Just want to do it. The gang's Paris vacation is derailed when Scooby and Shaggy miss their connection and accidentally end up on the skydiving expedition halfway around the world. What was supposed to be excitement in the City of Lights turns to horror in the Himalayas when the terrified twosome comes face to frightening face with the legendary abominable snowman monster. When all are finally reunited, they can't seem to shake the beast as it spreads its icy terror, hightailing through ancient monasteries, navigating underground caverns, and outracing an avalanche. Our heroes race to crack this Mount of Everest mysteries before the creature can put them on ice forever. Pirate Song, music video, Scooby-Doo, Shangri-La Showdown. This is my niece's, by the way. The Easter Bunny is coming to town. It was made in 1977. You can only find kids in Kidsville. They make their own rules and run their own town. Every spring, all the kids, including Sunny the bunny, come together to make Easter goodies. Now it's Sunny's job to take all the yummy jelly beans and painted eggs to town, a dreary old village where no kids are allowed. The Easter Bunny's Coming to Town is a cheery, tuneful production combing stop-motion magic and vocal talents of another magical treasure, Fred Astaire. Watch Sunny and friends win over town's meanies by teaching them fun Easter traditions. Share this diligently remastered edition with all new bonus features as part of your family's Easter tradition. The magic of stop-motion, a gallery of short, 3 friendly selections. Breakfast of magicians floating through Daydream Garden and the Easter Express. Now on to the VHS. Then to the things I borrowed. This is the movie my sister traded me with the others. I can't help it. It didn't bother me. I love the others. I thought I had it on DVD, but I didn't. Sooner or later, they will find you. This was made. Yeah. This is so weird. This does not tell me. It's weird. Screen sensation Nicole Kidman delivers an utterly unforgettable performance in this scary and stylish suspense thriller. While awaiting her husband's return from war, Grace and her 2 young children live in an unusually isolated existence behind the locked doors and drawn curtains of a secluded island mansion. Then, after 3 mysterious servants arrive and it becomes chillingly clear that there is far more to this house than can be seen, Grace finds herself in a terrifying fight to save her children and keep her sanity. Acclaimed by critics everywhere, the unpredictable twists and turns of this compelling hit will keep you guessing as it keeps you riveted to the edge of your seats. This was actually really good. Wait a minute, I'm just trying to fix this. Then I wish I could get the others of these stuff. Dear America, Standing in the Light, The Captive Story of Catherine Carey, Logan, Delaware Valley, Pennsylvania, 1763. I got the book on this, I just haven't really read it yet. And this was made in 1999. I don't even remember how I got this one. I think I ordered it off of Barnes & Noble or eBay or somewhere like that. Caddy Logan has always lived a quiet life with her Quaker family, but one day Caddy's world is changed forever. The Lenape Indians, who have been viciously attacked by white settlers, retaliate by kidnapping Caddy and her brother. Terrified and angry, Caddy rejects the Lenape family that tries to raise her as their own. A handsome warrior named Snow Hunter teaches Caddy to respect Lenape traditions and captures her heart. Now caught between 2 worlds, Caddy wonders if she will ever be able to return to her old life. I gotta be honest, this is way different than not way different, but one thing they did different than the book is that her brother, is living with another family, and she is supposed to go visit him, yet in this one, her brother gets sick, and they bring him back to her. Weird. But I'm gonna have to rebuy this one because I did watch it, but it's like kind of messed up. So I mean, rebuy this one, which is no problem. I can get on eBay real cheap. Betty Boop. I don't even know what you really call it. Shrinkola. America's First Cartoon Sweetheart. 5 cartoons. I'm thinking it's Betty in Blunderland. That's what it's saying right here. America's First Cartoon Sweetheart, Betty Boop sings and dances her way through 5 fun-filled art adventures. Watch Betty Boop. No, I'm not doing that. Boop boop doop. I used to be able to actually do it like in that high pitch. Not now. In this nostalgic. I used to know how to say that, but not now. Animated classics filmed with the riches and contrast of vintage black and white animation. These cartoons are the last of an era and the finest of their time. Musical Mountaineers, Blunderland, Stop That Noise, Swat That Fly, Betty Boop, and The Little King. I am going to totally rebuy this. I'm going to actually try to get maybe like a DVD, or if I have to get like a box set of VHS or whatever, I'm going to try to get a lot of Betty Boop. Okay, I gotta tell you right off, all of these are my sister Crystal's movies, and I borrowed them. Actually, I borrowed too many, and I'm gonna have to try to get through them fast, because she's starting to get tiny irritated. Like, she wants her movies back. But I watched Mama and Mother's Love is Forever. This was made in 2013. Guillermo del Toro presents this supernatural thriller that tells the haunting tale of two little girls who disappeared into the woods the day that their parents were killed. When the young sisters were found alive in a decrepit cabin, their uncle and his girlfriend take them in. As they try to introduce the children to a normal life, Annabelle begins to wonder if the traumatized girls are the only guests they have welcomed into their home. Deleted scenes, a short introduction, the birth of Mama, and commentary. I'm gonna buy this one for myself. Sleepwalkers. I love this movie. I'm gonna actually see if I can get Crystal to trade this with me, but I highly doubt it. She's like a real big horror collector. This was made in 1992. Only Stephen King, the dark genius behind Misery, The Shining, Pet Sematary, could have written Stephen King's Sleepwalkers, a classic horror story that takes a perfect Norman Rockwell town and turns it inside out. What I'm going to ask is the Sleepwalkers a book, and if is Sleepwalkers the title, or is the title under something else? I might get it. Brian Krause and Alice Craig star in this terrifying tale of a modern-day vampires who prey on the virtuous young women. Madchen and Mick is a sexually curious virgin who falls for the new boy in school, only to learn too late that he's a life-sucking sleepwalker, mutating at will from golden boy to savage monster. Cruz stalks Mick to feed his seductive mother. As the tension mounts and the casualties pile up, the town tabbies gather for a final chilling showdown with the monsters in their midst, and we all know it's not nice to hurt people's felines. With cameo appearances by Stephen King and Clive Barker, Stephen King's Sleepwalker is a sexy, sleek, and horrifying scary, the most frightening Stephen King movie yet. I'm just going to show you the special features because it's like saving time. Then I watched Mommy's Epith. The family that stays together stays together. I actually really like this one. The ending was like weird though. This is okay. That's not true. Oh, that's what I thought. This was made in 1987. Meet the Fultons. Meet the Fultons, Father Forrest, Mother Martha, and darling little Amy. They are the perfect American family with only one slight dysfunction. They can't stop killing people. The crazy clan is led by Martha, a sexy seductress with an insatiable bloodlust. Horror superstar Dolores NASCAR, heart-stopping portrayals of the mad Mama Martha reveals that Oscar-nominated Faye Dunaway in The Mommy Dearest. Rivals. Okay. Director Joseph Murray's Mommy's Epith is the most horrifying depiction of a killing kin since Charles Kaufman's seminal classic Mother's Day. I gotta be honest, all the family doesn't kill people. It's just Martha, and the family's kind of just helping cover up for her. Then I watched Maximum Overdrive. This was made in 2001. Yeah, right. I don't know when this was made. I don't think it's 2001, but it could be wrong. So, when a mysterious comet passes close to Earth, Machines everywhere suddenly take on a murderous minds of their own. Soon, video games, cash machines, drawbridges, and steamrollers go on a psychotic killing spree of global rebellion. But when the Dixie Boy truck stop is held hostage by a mob of homicidal 18-wheelers, human vengeance goes into overdrive. Who made who, and who is willing to survive the final showdown of man versus bloodthirsty machine? Emilio Estevez starred in this outrageous, twisted metal epic and marked with directing debut of horror master Stephen King, features a head-banging score of classic hits and original music by AC/DC. I used to have the AC/DC CD that said it was also the soundtrack to this. I used to have it, but I don't think I still do. By the way, Mommy's Epic didn't come with anything. This is the movie I did not like at all that I borrowed from her. This is the only one, actually. The Lazarus Effect, Evil Will Rise. I did not like this at all. This was made in 2013 or 15. I'm not sure if it says 2 different years. A group of researchers led by Frank and his fiancée Zoe have achieved the imaginable, bringing the dead back to life. When Zoe is accidentally electrocuted in a horrific incident, Frank and his team use their experimental serum to resurrect her. But their attempt goes horribly wrong when unleashing terrifying powers within Zoe and put all of their lives in grave danger. And it's just the making of the special features. That's all I watched right now. When I watch more, I'll be doing another video. So, I hope you like this video, by the way.